You don't need a 99 3 ball or a broken takeover to spark up. If your jumper feels slow, inconsistent, or just flat out weird after the patch, keep watching. For all of those builds out there that are 5'9" to 6'9" and just realize that they didn't put their 3 ball up to the max, guess what? This video is for you, and today we're going to give you the 5 most consistent jump shots in 2K26. Okay, YouTube, this is what I want to do for y'all, man. To start things out, I am on my highlight reel build. This is my official build for NBA 2K26, the first one that I made with the 99 drive and dunk. If you guys missed that creation, you can go ahead and click the video inside the description or whatever pinned comment. What we have here is my actual jump shot for this build. I went through numerous jump shots, which I'll show you guys throughout this video, but this is the actual jump shot that I like the most, not only for the visual cue, but for the release height and the defensive immunity. If you guys didn't know, jump shots really actually run off of that. If you have a really pretty good release height, pretty good release speed, and defensive immunity, 9 times out of 10, the contest just won't matter. Now, what I have here for you is a lower base of Allen Iverson, an upper release of Stephen Curry, and an upper release of Kyrie Irving, with a 8% blend with Steph Curry and 92% Kyrie Irving. Now, of course, you could say, well, why didn't you just go Kyrie Irving? What does the 8% actually matter? The reason why I went with the 8% is because when the actual blending of this jump shot will be able to be raised for me, I'm going to try different iterations of that. But what I want to tell you guys is I am a cue shooter. I've never been a person who can shoot off feel. I've never been a person who can shoot off looking at a player's feet. I've always had to look at the way that the wrist is about to flick when they're about to release the ball. And of course, 9 times out of 10, my player is going to be bald, which means that I'm using my forehead and sometimes the top of my head with my jump shots to be able to see that cue. Now, what I want to let you guys know is the reason why I picked this jump shot over all of the others is because it just looked really, really dope, because it actually looks like a real jump shot, not nothing that's like Oscar Robertson type of vibe or anything like that. Like, it looks legit, you know what I'm saying? And I will say, Allen Iverson base is probably the most used base for players who don't have a high 3-pointer, which means everybody who can't get bomber. So if you can't get bomber and all you can get is the regular sharp take, then this jump shot right here you may like. But let's move on to the next jump shot. So, quick message to all of my tempo demons out there. The previous jump shot that I showed y'all, which is my actual jump shot, I don't use tempo shooting on that jump shot, but this jump shot is actually my son's jump shot when he wants to play on my builds. Now, of course, he made this in mind with having my 6'4" guard at hand, and I honestly don't like it. I can't get used to it, but he told me that this is perfect for tempo shooting because not only is it one of the fastest, but it also is really good for his cue as far as his moving shots go. So what he ended up going with is the Allen Iverson base. He went with the upper 1 release with Colin Sexton and upper 2 release with Baluba. Now, he went 60-40 in the blend with Colin Sexton over Baluba, and his release speed is of course maxed height, but he shoots on the visual cue of release. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's just not my bop. But I will say that my son not only has brought up my shooting percentage when he plays on my builds, he shoots a ton of moving shots. So for all of those people out there who, again, don't have the high 3-pointer, can't get bomber, and you want a jump shot that's going to allow you to have a good visual cue for your moving shots and be able to hit shots with that wonky old school Oscar Robertson feel, and not only that, when you do spot up and shoot, your feet are together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't one of them jump shots where one foot is a little bit apart from each other. This has that good feel to it. So if you want this, go ahead and put this in your, screenshot this or whatever the case may be, and let me know how you like it for all of those people who do actually shoot on release. Let's get into the next jump shot. So before we get into the jump shots for all of my starter fours and above, we'll talk about that in a moment. I wanted to give you guys one last jump shot where some people that actually don't like release height can still get their stuff off. So this is another jump shot that my son created, and he created it with me in mind, as well as knowing that I usually shoot from that push cue. Now, this is Malachi Flynn base, Shay's actual upper release, and Beluba's upper release with a 33% to Shay and 67% to Beluba with max release speed and on push. Now, what I can say about this jump shot is it does not get you off the ground, but it gets that ball out your hand as fast as you can. As you can see, it has an A+ defensive immunity and an A+ release speed. That means that you're not looking at anything besides that cue of when that mother sucker is about to push that ball out his hand. So again, for all of my cue shooters out there, if you shoot with the cue, this jump shot is for you. And also, just to let you guys know, again, like I told y'all, that's how I shoot. I always shoot off of that wrist flick. And I will say, I did go into a game and I think I went like 7 for 10 with this build just by getting the ball at the hash. I had on Gold Limitless, I had on Hall of Fame Set Shot, I had on Gold Deadeye, and what else did I have? I believe that I did have jump shot boost because it was a full crew of 5 members. So our crew is level 30. So that means that I did have shooting boost, but I went 7 for 10. Not even going into the my court testing it, not going into my career and testing it, going straight into the rec and actually putting that ball up against competition. So let me know what you guys think about that jump shot as well. But let's go ahead and get into the final jump shot for the 6'4" build. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is insane. Real quick, before we get into that next jump shot, I wanted to let you guys know that the reason I am able to get this jump shot and create it and show you guys is because I am a starter for as far as reputation goes in NBA 2K26. Now, of course, you guys already know I'm not a grinder. I do not chase legend. I just play games with my community inside my Discord. So again, if you aren't inside the Discord, make sure you guys check inside the description or go to iPodKingCarter.com in order to get the link to the description, well, to the Discord. But what I will say, the base, that's what it's all about. So let me go ahead and show you guys that jump shot real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is by far the best jump shot for any guard that is not able to get bases from 88, 89, 90 and above. So if you have a 87 3-pointer or lower and you are under 6'5", this base, these uppers are your utopia, your nirvana, just the actual best. Now, let me go ahead and tell you guys, of course, Patty Mills base. Do I need to even say more? Beluba upper, Cameron Thomas upper. I'm like, these are like literal NBA 2K25 vibes. But for you to have an A+ release height, an A+ release speed, A+ defensive immunity, without being able to get bomber or have access to better bases and better uppers is amazing. So we have a 60-40 split between Beluba and Cameron Thomas. We have a maxed out release speed, and we are shooting on push. Yes, I will say, I went into a rec game, like I told you guys in the last jump shot, tried this jump shot out, and I actually fell in love with it. Now, this is not the jump shot that I use on a normal. Like I told you guys, I love using iPodKingCarters, but when I'm a hash sitter, and I am running with Raunchy, who is on his new build with Legend Dimer, and he using a playmaking take, I can actually no dip this jump shot and green every single time with just holding square. I need you guys to understand something about me. I am not a tempo shooter. For whatever reason, my brain and my fingers just cannot access that type of greatness. Now, don't get me wrong. Tempo shooting to me is broken because it's not a complete green. And I think I know why 2K did that, so that you could just green tempo and not worry about greening the whole entire shot, because they're trying to figure out the whole Zen situation. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people have inflated stats, because if you tell them to shoot with square, they can't green like they would with tempo, because with tempo, you're not actually timing anything. You're just getting the tempo correct. So again, for everybody out there that is shooting with square, who wants a really, 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 really good jump shot, I think you should try this out when you become a starter 4. So for all my starter 3s out there, then the ones with 97% to the bar, the starter 4, if you even got 1% into starter 3 going on to starter 4, go after this jump shot. I want you to screenshot this. I want you to send it to your homies, any of those guys that are actually a starter 4, and let me know what they think about this jump shot. And of course, for all the tempo shooters out there, this is not no hate against y'all. But again, if y'all want to test this jump shot out, go ahead and test it out for me. It's pretty fast. So just to let you know, when you know dipping, you know how it is. Hold that L2 down and up. You ain't got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the jump shot for the taller builds, especially the one that I have on my lockdown. All right, y'all. So now we are looking at my lock build. So for everybody that is at least 6'5", but under 6'10", I have 2 jump shots here for you guys. This was the first jump shot that I figured out when I actually created my lock and I was live on stream, and I was trying to figure out something that I liked as far as like me having a visual cue. Now, I told you guys the way that I shoot, I like for the ball to either meet my forehead or be on the top of my head, and this jump shot is perfect for me. So if I have any other cue shooters out there that look at those type of parameters, not the feet, not the arms, but actually the flick of the wrist and where the ball placement is, this jump shot should be good for you. We are running with a Matt Ryan base. The upper release 1 is OG Anunoby, and the upper release 2 is Carmelo Anthony. Now let's go ahead and go down to the blending and speed and everything. Of course, we are running this on the fastest, and we are running it on push with a 50-50 blending. Now, the reason for that is the flick of the wrist is definitely all Carmelo Anthony. We already know that, but it's not only a great cue because of the way that it visually looks, it's just that it looks super fast. We all know that Carmelo Anthony has that type of release where you release the ball without fully extending your arm. So for a lot of people who are closing out on you, they might think that you might have one of those jump shots that your hands go, way behind your head, when they don't. It's at the front of my forehead with a little bit of space gap, and the push off is immediate. So as soon as I'm already letting the ball go, if you're jumping late, I'm cashing out. Now, of course, I did show you guys in my creation of this lock build video of me going 7 for 10 from 3. Even no dipping, as well as even trying out the tempo shooting. So this jump shot is great for tempo shooting, and it's great for my square users out there. Now, the last jump shot of this video is a glorified tester. Now, if you guys don't know, I recently created a actual 7-1 build as well. I'll probably be putting out a video for that a little bit later, but I created a jump shot after talking to my boy Raunchy live on stream, and I had came up with a really, really nice jump shot that I liked visually and everything for my actual big. But what I realized is, if I could be a spot up, no matter if I am at the hash, no matter if I'm in the corner, got bomber for my big, can I create that here with my lock? And I did. We have a Scottie Pippen base, we have a Kevin Durant upper 1, and an Austin Reeves upper 2. The speed, of course, is on the fastest. The release visual cue for me will always be push, but the animation blending is 52% Kevin Durant, 48% Austin Reeves. Now, the best thing about this jump shot is the blending could change the release speed and the release height. So you will always have an A+ defensive immunity with this build, but if you want a A+ release height and an A release speed, you can tweak the blending in favor of Austin Reeves, and the release height will go up and the release speed will go down if this jump shot feels a little bit too fast for you. But let me be clear. As you can see in the name, it says tester. That means that through testing this jump shot, I tested no dip, I tested tempo, I tested corner shooting, and of course I used a takeover that gave me a +5 and 3-pointer, and this build can shoot from the hash with hot zones. You don't need lethal zones, but you will need those hot zones. So if you want to shoot 70, 80%, shit, 90 if you want to, if you're that good. If you want to shoot really well from the 3-pointer, you definitely want to take a look at these jump shots, test them out, and let me know how you like them. All right. With that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you leave a like. Let me know what jump shot you like the most within the comment section. And also, I repeat, please go try these jump shots out, then come back to the comment section and let me know how you like it after a few games. This is your boy iPodKing signing out. I will be making a creation video for my crafty 3-level diamond eraser, as well as I will provide the jump shot for this build as well. This build has Bomber and more, and we'll have a big conversation on that. But for the most part, my lockdown and my highlight reel, I really wanted to create a jump shot video for all of those builds out there that don't have the best shooting stat. You can still not only be serviceable, but be someone that the defense has to hug and has to deny ball because you're just that chicken. All right. But I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.
KingCarter.